So looking at the bug lab, what we're doing is we're taking the DNA that we have for the bug and we're looking at how protein synthesis creates different bugs based on the traits that are coded for from the amino acids from the DNA. So I'm going to start with the thorax, and I'm going to do this one example all the way through. So remember that in mRNA, C goes with G. So our first two will be C's. And when it C's an A, U will base pair with that. And again, we have C and G's that go together. And finally, remember there's no T's in mRNA, but when it C's a T, an A will base pair with that. So we have our three codons, CCU, GCC, and GGA here. Now you can use one of two tables to convert these codons to amino acids. So I'm going to start with this one because this is usually the one that you'll see. So it's important to look at these three in order. So CCU. So the first base, so look where it says first base here. The first base is going to be a C. So that means my answer is somewhere in this row. The second base is C. So I know that means that it's somewhere in this column. So this row, this column. So notice all four are the same. So it doesn't even matter what the last letter is. But CCU, it would be this one right here. And so that tells me that it will be PRO, which is a short form for proline. The second one, GCC. So here we have G, C, C. So that's A, L, A. If you'll hit pause and you try the last one, GGA, and then hit play when you're ready to check your answer. So here's G. Here's G. So I know my answer is somewhere in this row in this column. And again, it doesn't seem to matter what the last one is. So it looks like it's GLY. Now, what do we do with this? Now you're going to take this and you're going to look at your trait table for thorax and see, is it a short thorax or a long thorax? So if we look at this trait table next to thorax, see if I can make this a little bigger, easier for you to see. We see that proalanine and glycine are going to translate to a short thorax. So that's what we're going to type here in the next row. So again, if you need to watch that again so you know what to do, you should always find exactly, you can't put these in a different order. The codons need to be in the exact order in order to find the right amino acid. And then the amino acids have to be in the right order in order to find the correct trait. Once you find all your correct traits, you'll go to this slide and you can do one of two things. Some students have just been going up here to shapes and putting together the different shapes for their bug. And based on these traits here, using colors and the different colored shapes that they put together through Google Slides. Some of them have been cutting and pasting these onto, again, digitally onto this slide and putting the bug together in a way that's similar to this. And then finally, some students have also been just drawing the bug on their own paper, taking a picture of it, and then putting that picture here on slide 2 and turning that in for their final lab. Hope this helps.